Good morning and welcome, everyone. I'm Bob Colt, the chair of the Michigan Community Service Commission. Thank you for being here today. It's really an important day as Governor Whitmer signs the state volunteer service plan. It's an important part of what we do with the federal government. You know, here in Michigan, we have a family of programs, AmeriCorps programs, that are funded for state service. And our AmeriCorps workers really get it done. We've got about 1,000 workers in the state, and about $25 million in federal money that comes in. Every state actually has a commission, and our commission really only operates on less than $1 million. But we really generate a lot of money for the state of Michigan in volunteer service. In fact, we have, if you say 1 of 4, or 1 of 5 people volunteer in their community, that equals really a dollar value of about $6 to $7 billion. And that's why the Community Service Commission, as the state's lead agency on volunteer service, wants to have a plan worthy of the governor's signature in moving forward. Now, as we welcome you all, many of you are our stakeholders, have participated in listening sessions, have had an active participation in this plan. We have a couple of folks from state representative offices and senators. Representative Koopa, did I say it right? Close enough, okay? He is here. Thank you. We really enjoy legislative support. You're our partners moving forward. We're in almost every district in the state. So what we're doing here today is really offering to the federal government, as every state commission does, a plan moving forward for the next 3 years. We've got a mission, goals, objectives, strategies, tactics, something really worthy moving forward for volunteer service in the state of Michigan. And Governor, worthy of your signature, please welcome to the podium Governor Gretchen Whitmer.
Thank you. I'm very pleased to be here with all of you, and Chairman Holt, I am grateful for your leadership and everyone who was a part of the commission. Thank you. We've got a lot of state employees who are in attendance as well, who have donated and volunteered a lot of hours for various causes here in Michigan. And I'll tell you, one of the most inspiring things that I have seen in my time as governor, or even on the quest to become governor, is people getting just motivated by something that's happening in a community or a need that's not met, and jumping in and solving a problem or helping out. And I think that that's incredibly energizing, and that's why the work that you do is so important. I've made it a priority in my administration to volunteer personally and to encourage the executive office to do so as well. And I'm proud to be standing here with the Michigan Community Service Commission with the state service plan for 2020 through 2022. This plan will engage tens of thousands of volunteers of all ages and will support hundreds of community-based projects. We'll find volunteers who are teenagers and younger, and volunteers who've been long retired but are wanting to give back. In putting together the state service plan, the Michigan Community Service Commission connected with residents and community leaders to discuss the most pressing issues in their communities, issues that they face, and how to brainstorm about how service and volunteerism could make an impact. Participants indicated that healthcare access, mental health care, and access to affordable housing are a few of the most pressing concerns facing Michigan communities. They also propose ways of how volunteerism can help meet those needs. And I'm grateful that the Community Service Commission is addressing these issues in their plan. They've created a corporate volunteer partnership network designed to maximize employee engagement of corporate volunteer programs across Michigan. They're establishing a National Service Leadership Council that will convene national service leadership and maximize our impact. And they know that younger generations of Michiganders must be heard and deserve a voice. So the Commission is launching a youth volunteer movement, which will include new technology and volunteer recognition. And I'm really proud that my daughter Sherry is representing my family as a member of the commission and serving on the youth committee. She's in finals week, or she would have been here otherwise. I've declared this January National Mentoring Month to recognize and honor those making a difference in the lives of our young Michiganders. But many of us had a mentor or a few if we were fortunate. And I encourage Michiganders to acknowledge that, to show on social media what a mentor has meant to you so that people become engaged in mentoring someone. I saw one of my mentors yesterday, Frank Kelly, who is 95 years old, our former Attorney General. I got to see him just yesterday. But there were a lot of people that helped play a role in my life, including my second grade teacher. So I think January is a great month to start the year off and recognize people that are really making a difference. And I also encourage people in Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s memory and his honor to be of service to the community, to take on Monday, not simply as a day off, but a day to live the values of the great man for whom we're honoring and to give back. So I served at the Allen Neighborhood Center last year here in town, and I encourage everyone to find a project to engage in on Monday in the spirit of Dr. King. The Commission is supporting 29 Martin Luther King Day volunteer projects across the state. These are opportunities everywhere to get involved and give back, and there's a way for everyone to participate if you are able. So finally, I want to thank all of you for being here, for your enthusiasm toward this effort. It improves the quality of life for people all across our state, and I'm grateful for the work that you do. Thank you.
My name is Jenna Holmes, and I'm the Executive Director of the Michigan Community Service Commission. And Michigan has a history of its people showing that they care, but more importantly, they reach out and demonstrate their passion by making a difference in communities throughout our great state. But that all starts with leadership. And so we cannot thank the governor enough for her coming today, for demonstrating to all of you and all the residents of Michigan that she also values volunteerism and service. And many of you have seen her roll up her sleeves and serve beside you. That is something that she is passionate about. And as we go forward implementing this plan, we continue and we'll be working with her. So at this time, what I'd like to do is we are going to now sign the formal document that will go on to the federal government, the Corporation for National Community Service. And this official document is very important. It says that the governor, along with all of you, came together at this moment in time and said volunteerism and service matters, and if we're going to solve some of those pressing issues that were identified when we walked around and talked to all of you, this is what we need to do together.
And while the governor's signing, everyone's going to continue looking right here. Now, what I'd like you to do is hold one up to Jenna. Look right here for me. Go like that, one more. And we'll do one with Bob. Great. Thank you. Make sure you can see me okay in the back.